Yes, we're back at Leila's Cafe for our final breakfast in Baga. It's hard not to say Leila's Cafe. I mean, it's the best place for breakfast. Given we are biased since we haven't tried any other places for breakfast, but who cares? Leila's Cafe delivers. So,
for a country that has virtually no rules on the road, it's interesting that the water has lifeguards. That's a new development because as of last year, it was pretty much up to the waiters and the servers at the restaurants to save the lives of drowning Indians. I say drowning Indians because generally speaking, Indian tourists don't know how to swim. We found out from our waiter that last year he saved about 100 people. And that's way too much for a waiter to have to do because that's not his job. So they've instituted these crazy whistleblowing lifeguards that try to herd everyone into these shallow little spaces. I still don't know what happens if you leave those shallow spaces because I've not really been swimming in there the whole time. But he hasn't said anything to me. The waves are really good for body surfing and not bad for skidooing, but they tend to toss your average tourist in the shallow end, so I can kind of see why they've decided to put lifeguards in here.
So this is what I've gotten from Goa so far. If you're looking for a beach that's full of people, lots of noise, huge waves, definitely come to Baga. Now if you're looking for something that's a little more secluded, not so busy, a little more chill, and water that is crystal clear and absolutely gentle, definitely make it up to Arambol. It's a bit of a hike, but rent a scooter and make your way up there because it is so worth it.
Well, it's our last few hours in Goa and last day in India pretty much, but we're greedy little snowbirds, and on the way back from lunch we tried to get another half hour at the beach and it made our exit a little hasty. So much so that I managed to cut my hand on the door on the way out, so hopefully I can't get that infected in a day.
I've got to say I have real mixed feelings about leaving Goa, because leaving Goa means, you know, we're on our way to Mumbai, last day in India, and it's time to go home. But I have to say that I'm really glad that we left Goa for the end, because Goa to me was kind of the cherry on top. It was the best part of the entire trip, and yeah, you know, earlier in the trip I couldn't wait for it to be over and get it going home. Now that the trip is over and we're in Goa, I don't really want to go back.
That's a horror movie waiting to happen. Recall us mentioning a train to Mumbai that we were planning on taking from Goa, and this is definitely not a train.
no, I kind of feel like I may have jinxed us by really wishing we weren't leaving Goa, because now we're not. We're actually spending another night here because our cabbie for some reason wasn't like the rest of India and wasn't completely gunning his car, so we actually missed our train
by 5 minutes.
By 5 minutes. Point is, we're here now. We are staying in a little town called Vasco da Gama, I believe. It's really close to the airport, not even a kilometer away. So we're going to hope that tomorrow morning we can wake up very early and get our ticket in person. We're checked in and we're hungry. So now we're at this place called Monsoon. Family bar and restaurant, AC and non-AC. Apparently you can choose, kind of like the way you used to be able to choose smoking and non-smoking. Here you can choose AC or not AC. I have no idea what to think of this place. There is nothing descriptive about what is in there, but let's give it a try.
I feel like I'm in a hobbit hole. When we asked for the menu, they kind of looked at us like we had two heads. I said, yeah, can we get a menu? I said, well, what do you want to eat? And so we said, well, let's take a look at the menu. They just don't have a menu. And then he just started saying, well, what do you want? Like a chicken dish, a chana dish, masala. And then all of a sudden we realized this kitchen cooks to order. So this is either going to be really good or a place to never ever return to.
We've discovered that if there's any place that you're not sure about, this place, I mean, the service has been really great, so I assume that their food selection is probably great even though they don't have a menu, but regardless, fries is the safe bet anywhere. So when you're unsure, when you're traveling, order fries. Or finger chips, as the case may be this time.
Yeah, generally speaking, if it just came out of a flash fryer, it's not gonna hurt you.
The one disappointing thing about cook to order seems to be that they don't seem to have tandoori.
For sort of a sketchy looking establishment, the food was great. And it was so good that the finger chips and chana masala weren't quite enough. We ordered some butter chicken, we had 2 chow patties, and we just really dug it. Maybe we're starving, but it was just a heck of a little meal here in the middle of nowhere. Something about this place feels like a cop drama show. To be honest, the hotel isn't that disgusting for something we're only paying 800 rupees for a night. I mean, we've paid a hell of a lot more than that for much crappier places than this. The weird thing about it is the floor plan of it has 2 balconies, a seating area, and like 2 thrones in with that decent sized master bedroom. So the funny thing is, if it wasn't painted pink with this horrible linoleum tile on the ground, you know...
And that terrifying dirt on the wall.
Yeah, and just, like, kind of frightening in general. Very Norman Bates. If it wasn't for that, this would actually be a pretty sweet hotel. They should consider remodeling. Not only is GOA one of the coolest looking places we've been, it's also one of the only ones that cares enough about its own state to find a garbage. And man, is it a cool garbage.